Hello, welcome back to Oh, It's Better This Way, where, yeah, you could say it's better this way. And if you say it, I'll say it. Today we are doing a reading vlog. So I've been actively trying to get back into reading for the past year and a half because I used to be a huge avid reader when I was younger. Namely, when I was 11, the summer after 7th grade, I read 35 books in the span of that 2.5-month break, not including my summer reading. And I've definitely said this before, but I am forever chasing that high. I don't think I'll ever be able to read that many books in that short of a time again because I have way more hobbies now than I used to. However, I am trying to have reading be more of an active part of my daily life. And so that brings us to today. It is January 2nd, 2022. It's 4:20 p.m. exactly. So, and I am doing a reading challenge this month, and it is specifically the January Pages Challenge on Storygraph, which is my book tracking website of choice because I love data and statistics, so I must track. But so essentially this challenge is to read one page every day and log it. I meant to start this vlog yesterday, but I didn't. But I read 10 pages of a book yesterday, logged it, and I am on track. So yeah, we're doing a reading vlog. We're trying out a reading blog, and we'll see what we discover from reading every single day. I'm very excited, and it feels very manageable because it's just a page, so I think it's gonna go well, and I am feeling optimistic. So I'm currently reading The House on the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, and I am liking it so far. I started it back in the end of October, and sometimes most of the time actually, there are just books that will take me forever to finish, even if I like them. Like, I'll read them over the span of however many months, or in some cases, years. But that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy them. I do enjoy them, just it takes me, with some books, really, really long to actually read them. And this isn't taking as long as others have in the past, but this month I'm definitely going to try to get this done. But so that's what I'm currently reading. I'm reading it on Libby on my iPad, and I'm in chapter 7, about to start it, and I'm excited. My camera's about to die, but I particularly love reading on Libby because anytime I don't know a word, I can just tap on it and get a sweet, sweet definition, and it's great. I love public libraries and my access to Libby that they give me. Hello, it has been quite a few days since I've last updated you. It is right now the 8th of January. It's about to be the 9th of January in 5 minutes. And I'm going very, very strong on this challenge. I've read every single day thus far. I've tracked every single day thus far. And I feel like in the very absolute least, the absolute bare minimum that I've read every single day, even if I'm like, I can't read anymore, has been like a solid like 10-15 pages, but mostly I've been reading like I don't even know, maybe like 30, maybe around 30. I have no idea, 30-40. I've been enjoying the book, so that's a good sign. I'm about to finish up with it. I honestly only have, how many pages? I only have 9 ebook pages left, and like, I do a really big font, and I do the Open Dyslexia font. I'm not dyslexic, but I am very neurodivergent, and so it does help me focus a lot better, and I love it. But so I have 9 pages left, but really that's like maybe like 4. And then I like to read all the stuff that's in the back of the books. I like the acknowledgements and all of that. I love that. So I do have that to read, but that goes a lot quicker for me typically. But I'm about to finish this. I'm very excited, and I don't know what I'm gonna read next. What should I read next? Oh, you know what? I had These Violent Delight. I can't say that for some reason. These Violent Delights. I had These Violent Delights come in on Libby, and it's still waiting to be borrowed, so I guess I will borrow that and read that. I started reading that. I remember reading it outside in Philly in my little courtyard, backyard area thing, but I don't know when. I have no idea when. I feel like it was quite a while ago. I feel like I've been waiting on this for months. Maybe it was spring. Might have been spring, like early spring when it was still, you know, kind of cold. It's been a long time. Like I read a little bit of it, but I might have to go back and restart it. We'll see. We'll see how much I can remember. But yeah, so far it's going really well. I'm loving getting into the ritual of reading every day, because what I've been doing is I get up in the morning and I take care of all my rabbit stuff, and then I've been laying down. I have this like floor couch cushion thing. It's vaguely couch shaped but very small and meant for one person, and it's like on the floor. Fauna has claimed that as her own, obviously, but I lay on it sometimes, specifically to lay next to her and pet her while I read. That's what I've been doing every single morning, and it's been really nice. Yeah, I need to get back on my bedtime ritual. Basically, ever since I got back from Europe, I've just been kind of all over the place with that, but I have faith that I will get back into a nicer sleep routine. But yeah, slow goings with that. I'll have to make small changes every week to get to where I want to be with that. I'm gonna go finish this. There are a lot of things that bother me about this book, but there's also a lot of stuff that I like about this book, and there's also the fact that it is a middle grade. I believe it's middle grade, so it's quite lovely. There are definitely a few things I'm like, I don't know about that. For the most part, I do really like it a lot, and I really love the premise of it, and there's just so much good in this book. So I think it'll probably be in, like, I'll probably rate it 3.75 or 4. I haven't decided yet, and I'll need to think on it before I really make any decision on that, but just want to let you know where I'm at. We'll see the next time I update you, but yeah. Also, look. Howdy. It was free, okay? Free engraving. Okay, it's now the 9th. I want to finish this now. My favorite character in this book is without a doubt Chauncey. That little dude is the best. I feel like I relate to him the most. Little King just wants to be a bellhop, and he's so good at it. Like, there are just some lines where, like, of dialogue where I'm like, oh my god. But then I have to be like, yeah, this is a middle grade. Someone reading it in that range would think that was so funny. And I think it's funny, but in the way of, like, not cringe, because cringe culture is dead and doesn't matter. But kind of just like, no, like, no one would say things like that, I don't think. But also, do I know social things? It's still enjoyable, but it's also like, it's that enjoyable where you kind of are like, god damn it, you know? Just the dialogue, I mean. I like everything else. Well, mostly everything else. Again, I have my qualms. I'm over-explaining myself. An epilogue? An epilogue? Frick yeah. Just read something excellent about Chauncey. I won't spoil, however small it may be. But I read something excellent about Chauncey. There's gonna be some sort of twist. I'm scared for it and excited. They just didn't sit. You know, I'm not gonna ask. I don't want to find out. Yeah. Spoiler alert, but boom. Surprise lesbianism. Love it. Love to see it. This is getting too drawn out. Thank you to Tor for showing me that a publisher believes in telling honest, queer stories by way of the Antichrist. frick yeah. First book of the year is done. Goodbye, House in the Cerulean Sea. Oh, it's in the Cerulean Sea. This whole time I've been saying on. First book of the new year done. Feeling good. I will update you when I update you. The challenge is going strong, and I hope we continue going strong with this January Pages challenge. I'm having a good time. I'm glad that I'm reading every day. It's impacting my mood very positively, which I'm happy to see so far. So I'm happy to see what else comes out of this challenge, if anything else comes out of this challenge. Good morning, except it's not really morning. It's like 12:30 right now. It is January 10th and reading's going pretty well. I restarted These Violent Delights yesterday, but it turns out I didn't really remember too much, and I've been kind of rereading bits and pieces here and there of the 8 chapters I had initially read, because I had sort of a vague idea what was going on, but I definitely forgot a lot of details that I felt were very important. So I did a combination of Googling around for that beginning chunk of what I had read initially, and then also just rereading bits and bobs from those chapters to kind of congeal it all in my brain. That's a gross word to choose, but we're gonna stick with it. But so since I had tracked like 21% of the book on the storygraph, it wouldn't let me go backwards, and I didn't want to like delete my reading history from it, but especially because I wasn't completely rereading the entire thing. So what I did was I started yesterday for the challenge. I read a few pages of Letters to a Young Poet by Rilke. I only read like 8 pages. This one is translated by Mark Harmon, and there's an introduction, so I only read like nearly half of the introduction, but so far so good. I like the introduction. Haven't actually read any of the letters, but I like it so far, so that's good. And yeah, I read a few pages of that last night, and this morning I finished up rereading those bits and bobs of These Violent Delights, and then I even read chapter 9, so I'm now continuing forward with it, which is great. I also got 2 books in the mail that I want to show you, which I got from Thrift Books because I had a code for a free $5 book. So I got 1 book for free, and then I bought another book for like $4 because it seemed interesting. And then also to get free shipping, my brother was like, I'll get a book, so he got a book. It's not my book, but he got a book. But so the books I got were Why Be Happy When You Could Just Be Normal by Jeanette Winterson. I love Jeanette Winterson. My favorite book by hers is Written on the Body. I need to reread that at some point. I love it so much. Also read another book by her that was a short story collection that I liked. And I also attempted to read Frankenstein, but DNF'd that after a laborious 100 pages or so, or something like that. I hated that one. But then the other book I got was Gone, A Girl, a Violin, a Life Unstrung. And this is by Min Kim, and it is a memoir, and I love memoirs, and I love instruments. So it seemed perfect. I think I really like memoirs because I'm very nosy of what other people's lives are like. I think that's the same reason why I like vlogs so much. Like, I love watching vlogs so much. But so that's kind of, this is all I know about it, is that it's a memoir, or at least I'm pretty sure, unless I'm remembering that wrong, and that it's about this musician. And I wonder, you know, now I'm like, is it a memoir or is it a biography? I don't know. But it was $4 and I'm really, really excited. And looks like this particular book was originally from Plymouth Public Library, and now it's mine, so. Oh yeah, it's a memoir. The spellbinding memoir of a violin virtuoso who loses the instrument that had defined her both on stage and off, and who discovers beyond the violin the music of her own voice. That's lovely, and I'm very excited. Thank you, Plymouth Public Library. for this. I'm excited. And that's all the updates I have for you, so I'll probably update you again soon. Peace. Goodbye. Goodbye for another like 2 seconds for you. Okay, bye. Hello, it is January 16th. It's about 10 p.m. I am back in Philly now. My room is an absolute disaster. I spent all yesterday just unpacking and putting things away and reorganizing things that were already here and cleaning, and it's still just such a nightmare. I need to figure out better storage solutions. I'm in the tiniest room, so there's just no space to put anything, and I'm hoping that soon I can actually put my desk here downstairs because there is just no space for it, and because my desk is in here and I work at this desk and my bed's right there, there is no relaxation in this room. There is no peace or calm ever, and I would like to change that in the new year. But anyways, oh, also, I'm wearing my What's More Punk Than a Public Library t-shirt from the Mount Pleasant Library Friends, I believe they're called. This is the best shirt that I own. It's awesome. I will leave a link to it down, I almost said downstairs, down below, if you would like to twin with me. So we are now officially halfway through the storygraph January Pages Challenge, and so far so good. I'm gonna actually pull up my stats and we're gonna review how I'm doing so far. I haven't read yet today. I don't think I will read too much. I think my problem is if I read at night, I'm like, I only can read a few pages because I'm sleepy, but if I read in the morning, I don't want to stop. So I need more of a mixed bag. I need to read a bit more in the morning as well. So far I've had a few pretty good reading days for me actually. I had a day where I read 94 pages, I had a day where I read 96, but I've also had days where I've just read 1. And that's the goal of the challenge, is to just read at least 1, and I'm letting myself just do the bare minimum when I don't have the energy and can only provide the bare minimum. And it's been really nice because I can feel it building that habit and building that excitement for reading that I have been lacking in my life and that I've been really missing. And I find myself in the day looking forward to when I'll get the chance to read, and I like figuring out when exactly in the day I will read, and I've just been loving intentionally making it part of my daily routine. So far this challenge is going great for me. I'm in the middle of doing my sheets. They're in the laundry right now. They're drying. So hopefully what's gonna happen is I'm gonna finally get my clean sheets on my bed, because last night I slept on top of my bed because I was like, there's no way I'm sleeping in my bed when they have not been washed since sometime before I left, which was early December. So I was like, that's nasty. I'll sleep on top of my bed with a blanket. So those will be all nice and dry and warm. I'll make my bed. I will crawl in bed and do some reading. Probably do some reading now as I wait. But yeah, so far so good. I love this challenge. And I think I'm gonna try to keep up with this just honestly throughout the year. Like to read at least 1 page every single day. I think is really valuable for me, because then I do get those pretty good reading days where I read a ton, but then I also have these good reading days where I read it all, and I love that. These are all good reading days because so far I've read every day. So every day's been a reading day and it's all been good. I am still working on These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I am now fully remembered on what's going on in it, and I am progressing in the book, and I really do like it so far. So far it's fun. I'm still closer towards the beginning. I'm only at like 30% because I keep accidentally leaving my reading for nighttime when I'm feeling tired. So I haven't been reading as much these past few days, but I'm hoping to change that, or at least vary that this coming week. And yeah, that's all I got for now. Hello, I'm here to update you a little bit. I don't remember the last time that I updated about the reading challenge that I'm doing. But I'm here now, and I'm gonna update you. So it has been the past, okay, so today, what day is today? I'm feeling very chaotic right now. Today is the 24th, and I have read a page every single day, but I haven't had what I would consider like a wow, amazing reading day since the 10th. So that's been a bit. I've been averaging, like, from the 11th till yesterday, because I haven't read today yet, I've been probably averaging maybe around 9-10 pages a day, which is fine. However, the only thing that is upsetting about that is that these Violent Delights did get returned before I could finish it, and I have to wait 10 weeks before I can get it again, and I'm like, no, because I was getting so into it, but I've just been, you know, when the sads happen, and it's hard to do anything. When I was younger, when the sads happened, I would just read, and that would, but for some reason I can't do that as much these days, but I'm trying to have that be more so of my coping skill, because it's not so much anymore, and I wish it was. So we're gonna work on that. But so these Violent Delights unfortunately got returned, so I have to wait again to get it, but that's fine. It'll be okay. I will get it again. I will finish it. I'm really enjoying it. I surpassed halfway. And yeah, so I'm excited for when I can read that again, but it'll probably be like 2 months, but that's fine. That's fine. But that's the only reason why I'm like not too happy that I have been reading so little all those days, because if I had read more, maybe I could have finished it before it got returned. I should have planned that out better, but oh well. I'm still achieving my goal of at least 1 page every single day, and that in and of itself is a great accomplishment. I just wish I had finished that book. It's such a hot book at the library right now, so it's so hard to get. But anyways, I am also reading Letters to a Young Poet. I have not gotten further in this. I'm just like 9 pages in, so I'm still in the foreword. I tried picking this up yesterday, but then I was like, ooh, I don't feel like this right now, so I put it down. And so I picked up My Broken Language by Chiara Allegria Hudes, who is also my favorite playwright. She wrote Eliot, A Soldier's Fugue. There we go. And that, I have never seen it, but I've read it. I had to read it for a playwriting class once, and it is the most beautiful and lyrical and, I mean, fugue, so music, but you can, even when you just read it, you can hear the music. It's crazy how that, like, came across. Just, what a wonderful, wonderful writer. I've only read, because I picked this up pretty late last night. I was already very tired, so I only read 5 pages, but it's a memoir. I love memoirs. It's set in Philly. I live in Philly. And yeah, 5 pages, so I just got like a very minimal introduction, but I'm really loving how the storytelling is so far, because it's a book obviously very different from the play, like the use of language, the command of language that she has in this and that play are very different, and it's just, I just love seeing the range. I just love seeing the range. And so also this cover is so beautiful. Why am I tearing up? I love memoirs. I'm really excited to read this. I think this is gonna be great. So far in January, I believe I've only finished 1 book, which is fine. It should have been 2 with these Violent Delights, but it's not, and that's fine. Oh, I just miss it. I want to be reading that right now, actually. That's just what I'm in the mood for right now, so dang it, the sadness got me again. But anyways, I'm really excited for these. I will hopefully finish this in January. I am confident I can finish this in January. I'm not so sure about this one, if I'll be able to finish it in January, but I guess it just depends on how quickly I read it, because I tend to be a bit of a slower reader because I really hang on to every single word that's on the page. I'm not a skimmer, never a skimmer. I just really love language, and I love really paying attention to how people use and command language and the purpose it serves in the story. So I really hang on to all of the details, but then also I have ADHD, so I get distracted by all the different words everywhere on the page. And so reading can be quite laborious, but I do love it. And yeah, we'll see how quickly I can read this and how the ways in which it hooks me, because who knows if this will be a book where I read large chunks at a time, or if it has to be just like little chunks here and there, because it just really depends on the book for me how I read it. Like, I have a very different reading experience for every single book these days. Not when I was younger. When I was younger, I sped read like everything. Not that I was speed reading it on purpose, but I just was a fast reader then, and I still hung on to all the words on the page, but I was just a really fast reader because I read a lot. And I think this year, probably getting into that practice of reading again and really trying to get back into the practice of reading is going to, over time, make me a better reader and thus a faster reader. And I can still read in the ways that I would like to, but I can hopefully get through more books, because I have many books that I own that I'd like to read and many books I don't own that I'd like to read. And yeah, I've been talking a mile a minute, but that's my update for today. I have not read yet today. I believe I said that already. I think I'm going to read a little bit of this later, but first I'm going to go eat something and practice my instruments, and then go grocery shopping. But then probably after that, I'll be reading, I think, this. Yeah, okay. Bye for now. Hello, it's me, the one in post-production right now, editing this whole shebang. Yeah, so we're actually gonna end it here for right now, because I'm splitting the video in half, because for some reason I figured, yeah, I could vlog an entire month and it'll be like 25 minutes. I was so wrong. So I'm splitting it in half to make it a bit more digestible, because do I want to sit through an hour-long video? No, I can't even sit through like a normal movie that like normal people do. Anyways, so I'm splitting it in half to make it a bit more digestible, and yeah, part 2 will be up very soon, so that you can see the rest of the January pages challenge that I did, again, via storygraph. And yeah, that's really all for now. I was about to say more, but then I realized, you haven't seen that yet, because that'll be in the next video, so can't say that. But I digress. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I love talking. I love talking about books, and so if you like listening to that, hang around and I'll do that more. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for hanging. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.